natural high. Natural high. You want the natural high.
I am just beyond stoked right now. So me and Joe got a tournament tomorrow about 3 hours away from home. Lake has been off limits the 2 days before the tournament, which I think is great. If you run a tournament series, putting the lake off limits really eliminates a lot of advantage. So I really like that. Anyway, so I'm about halfway to the lake. Joe's not gonna be able to be there till like 6 or 7, and I got out of work early today. So I am hitting this freaking gem. I've only been here probably handful of times at most. It just looks awesome. Tons of grass in this lake and it's pretty clean. So I'm gonna throw a frog on top water and hopefully flip the grass, punch the grass a little bit. This is seriously not one you wanna miss. I know I've been catching a ton of frogfish lately that are like 2 pounds. This is somewhere we could catch a bunch of like 5 or 6s. I love this little lake. It almost has the feel of a private lake, but it's 100% public. It's only about 30 acres or so, but awesome lake. I'm gonna quit talking now. I'm so freaking anxious to go fish this. Let's catch some slaunches. Let's get this going. I'm starting right here at the boat ramp, man. This grass and little dollar pads mixed in with it looks awesome. Of course, I'm gonna pick up the old frog first because I want to try to get a topwater bite whenever I possibly can. See if we can break the speed demon on a giant bass today. Prove some of you haters right that these cheap little reels can't catch any big bass. You know, since I've been crushing bass in the thick grass for a couple weeks now. You know, a lot of guys think that topwater is the best early in the morning or late at night, and that's true with a lot of different applications. But my favorite time when you can catch a really true giant on topwater with a frog is in this thick grass in the middle of the day. It's about 2:30 right now, so I feel like this is an awesome time to really catch a giant. That was just a little one. I ripped his face off almost. Holy cotton. Good old cotton. It's always got to be something, doesn't it? Yeah, I can't even cast. There's so much cotton in my reel. Gonna have to like fish my frog up in the air without my line getting in the water. Never had so much cotton I couldn't really fish anything effectively. So that's new. Try flipping some of this outer edge of the grass. Maybe I won't get as much cotton on my fluorocarbon as on my braid. Maybe it'll come off easier at least anyway. There's a little bass. First one on the beaver, all right. Just a little guy. Not what we came here for, but I'll take him. All right, this stuff here where it thickens up should be a good frogfish here somewhere. Oh my God, I got so much cotton in my line. Another little baby one, but that was pretty damn cool. Good blow up. Where's your mom? They're freaking crushing it. I don't know what it's gonna look like when a 6-pounder eats it. There he is. Get out of there. That's just another little baby. Didn't even get a good hook set on him, but I took up so much line that he stayed on. Wouldn't have happened if it was a tournament. Another little guy. Every time I put that frog on the inside of that grass edge, there's one waiting for it. But pretty typical, you know, I said I like to throw a frog this time of day with thick grass. Well, if you're putting it in place with a sparse cover on the inside grass line, that's almost always gonna be a small one. But at the same time, that's the only place I'm getting bit right now. So I'm gonna throw it in there and work it out. Maybe there'll be a big one in there, who knows? Could be a small fish here. Oh my God. That was so sick. That was a little one, but he freaking waked it, hauled ass over to it and crushed it. Just didn't get it in his mouth. He probably thought it fell out of that tree right. There's so much life in this grass. There's so many bluegill. That's probably going to make it harder to catch bass because there's so much of the real thing available for them. I'm sure they can just gorge on these whenever. But that also means once we get out of these little fish, we're probably going to have some real nice size class fish somewhere in here. And I've caught some freaking studs in here before, so I know they're here. Well, the big ones aren't exactly tearing up the frog, so we're gonna punch a little bit. This is my punching setup. I don't know if it's gonna be the deal today, but for those playing at home, 1.5 ounce tungsten weight, 6 cents peg stopper. I'm not just plugging 6 cents. This is the best peg stopper on the market. Sticks the best, doesn't move up your line. Homemade punch skirt and a craw creature style. I think this is a Havoc Pit Boss 4/0 straight shank flipping hook. Snell knot like I showed you in the knot video. And this is another good option. Like I was saying, there's probably so much of the real thing down there, so this is gonna not give the bass an opportunity to take a look at that bait. It's gonna just right by their face, so they're either gonna have to eat it or let it go. And in a lake like this where they probably, like I said, don't see a whole lot of baits, it's almost like a private lake because it's not really well known about, hopefully they'll be eating it. Throw Mr. Frog back there and see if he'll eat my frog. Yep. Like I said, giant blow up from a giant bass. Slouch! I just woke everyone up at the campground. Well, I get excited when I catch giants like that. Get out of me. Well, I'm gonna move spots, but really quick, I gotta throw the frog on this little inside of this point in this inside grass line because there's gonna be at least a little baby there on this point. Yep. Come here, buddy. Oh, he got away. Isn't that crazy though? Even with this super fast reel, sometimes you still lose them. I got about as good a hook in as I could. Probably doesn't help that he was like 4 inches long, but still. Quick update. We fished one spot and it's pretty evident there's gonna be a ton of little frogfish on the inside of the grass line. So I'm gonna go over to a spot that looks a little bit better. I know it's a deeper point out there. I've caught some big fish on in the past. There was another boat on it when I got here, so I let them have that. But I'm gonna go out there and see if there aren't some bigger ones on the outside of the grass line. And then there's some lily pads mixed in over here as well. Pretty damn stoked to go over here and fish this. Here we go, here we go, here I go again. Let's flip some of this deeper stuff on the outside. I can see this grass comes way out, so I like it. Now, I'm not a gambling man. Well, kind of am. But I put a lot of money there'd be a fish right in there. Okay. Yeah, he was little anyway. Well, I was about to tell you guys that the optimal place to catch a bass on this whole stretch would be right here where that deep cut moves in. There's two different types of grass. There's some deep bushes right there on the inside. And then I didn't catch anything there. I'm thinking maybe I need to back out a little bit. I just really want to catch a giant on this frog. Go out here and flip the edges of some of these and then maybe switch some baits up a little bit. There's one. Where's your mom? Biggest one of the day, 13 inches. There's a bunch of people down here. They'll probably be like, what is this guy talking to himself about? It's one of my favorite things about this YouTube channel and having a chest cam fishing by myself. Talking to myself all day. Pretty good time. This thing casts so freaking good. Get out of there. Looks familiar? Look at that. End of the longest possible cast. And we got him. Bye, buddy. Well, if I said that wasn't disappointing, that would be a large lie. I've caught some giant bags here. I think I caught a 20-pound bag and a frog the last time I was here, actually. But let's get headed to the tournament lake where me and Joe are fishing our tournament tomorrow. Check in at the lake.
Not too high.